What is good, my brothers and sisters? I am Kirby1, and welcome back to God of War Ragnarok. Last time we were here, we just made it into the city, the dwarven city of... Oh fuck, what is it called? Nidavellir. Keep wanting to put the V at the front and the N somewhere else and basically say Vladimir, but it's it's Nidavellir. Nidavellir. Um, and we made it, and we didn't get quite the warm welcome that Atreus was hoping for, maybe. Kratos really seemed indifferent, wasn't that big of a deal. Gotta get rid of those pesky birds. Never know which one Odin may be controlling to watch us. Between his crows and these chickens, who knows? This guy's always watching. But yeah, and then we met up with Sindri, who gave Atreus a bow upgrade, which allows us to unlock or destroy some new items.
Best of luck.
Or new obstacles.
Any outsider is considered a threat. Is that to protect the dwarves?
It sounds like it. But knowing Odin, there's sure to be an ulterior motive.
Well,
so that they don't interact with anyone.
On this side too.
Odin's occupation of this realm has its hooks in deep.
But there aren't any guards patrolling. We're clearly not a threat. Why hide?
Resist and you're made an example of, to keep the rest in line. Self-preservation can outweigh bravery for even the strongest of folk.
Fear keeps them safe and alive.
Tavern's gotta be around here somewhere. Maybe we can
Is
try
that,
knocking on some
crowing
doors for
just
directions.
random? Is that signal of ravens nearby? Am I
Sorry to
losing
bother
it?
you.
If you're selling something, please bugger off. If you're not selling something, please kindly bugger off.
Maybe I'm just losing it. And that crowing means nothing, but I hear some crowing. Some crewing. Maybe it's just because Odin owns the place. Or maybe it's these guys right here. Shush.
Oh wow. Sindri wasn't kidding about the structural sensitivity.
Grims! I'm dodging. Guess I'm not dodging well enough. Ouch. Grim's hurt. Their diving attack has enough force to break your guard. Interrupt it with something well timed and strong, like a thrown weapon attack. I'll keep that in mind. It doesn't really matter when I try to evade it and I can't. But maybe that's the point. Maybe I'm not supposed to evade it. Hoi, 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 hoi. Get his ass. Keep him there, Atreus. Good job. Way to hold him down. Now I'm paranoid because last time we took out our first raven that belonged to Odin. Now I'm paranoid I'm gonna be looking everywhere.
I think we need some special equipment to use this.
What? Another new thing that I have to get in order to get that treasure. What a giant sad face. Jesus. Find another poem.
A firebomb from the chief anti-Odin propagandist in Durlin's rebellion. Quite a sharp wit she had until she turned to less subtle means of resistance.
Grapes. Have many regrets concerning the time I spent in Svartalfheim, but of those regrets I may think of Greep the most. Greep was a fantastically angry dwarven scribe. Her furious treatises against Odin. Financial imperialism might well have spurred the dwarves to outright rebellion had she continued to distribute them. Distribute. Yeah. Anyways, as a wielder of words, she was at least my equal, if not superior, and her passion and fury commanded the respect of anyone who read her writings. When she took Firebomb in hand and burned Aesir camps to ash, others followed. Unfortunately, the downside of having a clear and loud voice is that you're very, very easy to find. The Ainhyar could handle propaganda, arson less so. They found her, and she and all known copies of her writing disappeared. I'd always wished to meet her. I still think of her often. I like to think that we'd be friends if she knew me as I am now. Who's writing this stuff? Fuck right, I'm low on health. And that's the wretch that did it. He's trying to switch weapons. Okay. How about we try this again? These bugs are nothing, hey, they're just bugs. I guess so.
On your right!
Oh. Well, okay then. Guess we'll just crush them. I can't see. Is this where I come from? This is where I come from. Right. Right. That is where I'd come from. Alright, let's go this path that we opened up a long time ago. Excuse me.
This looks promising, right? That's like a house. If he's here, maybe you should let me do the talking.
You.
Well, we don't want to intimidate him. You're tall as a tree and you have a severed head on your head.
None taken. Fair point, though.
Very well.
Looks like Atreus is handling the negotiations.
Hello?
Watch yourselves. Apparently, there are intruders about.
Oh, that's us, I think.
Well, if you're planning on killing me, at least let me finish this song. That alarm was in just the perfect key.
We're just looking for a friend of ours.
Funny, I can't hear the
Named
alarm
Durlin?
anymore.
Well, we both know that's not true. Durlin's got no friends left. But if that's all you need, head out the back way there, and you'll see the safety office just across the river. Just don't go making trouble for the rest of us. And while you travel through this realm, maybe you could clean up the head's mess?
What mess?
Later, brother.
Uh-oh. You got a quest for us or something?
I wish to hear of this mess.
The rig's in the bay. Why don't you ask the condescending skull?
Head, I've got skin. But he's right. I made a mistake. I'd have us shut them down.
Service of Asgard. I don't wanna lend those guys a hand. Shut down the mining rigs. Oh, well, we could do that. Is this guy not in here? Oh, it's just we've gotten a long list now of people. The dwarven proprietor of the tavern in Nidavellir. He was forthcoming with Durlin's location, and also with a bitter anger towards Mimir. His establishment is too small and unwelcoming. I hope he is a better musician than he is barkeep. Fair enough. Let's go out this small cramped door.
Sorry, one more thing. Although, these are gifts I'm giving to you, so I shouldn't be sorry and you should be thankful. Anyways, here, please be careful.
Is that the light source we
It's
requested?
beautiful. Thanks, Sindri.
It is beautiful, isn't it? It's also very useful. You'll be able to find anything your heart desires with it.
Really?
As long as your heart desires the locations your father and you decide and plot to travel together, then yes.
It is a compass.
Ah, but
Oh.
a beautiful compass. Now scamper off.
And I'm guessing you'll do the same. You just scamper right off screen and you're gone. Disappeared. Oh, we got a compass and a map. Press the left side of the touchpad to open a map. Navigate around the map. Zoom out. Track locations on the compass by hovering over them. Press triangle. Press L3 on the current position. Side panel displays ongoing quests. Oh. There's 13 ravens around here. In the entire area. Svartalfheim. Fair enough. There's only one. Okay, I don't have to look around Nidavellir anymore for Odin's ravens. We got them all. So, whew. Don't have to worry about those guys anymore. Gold icon to stay on the path or track favors. Blue icons to pin them to the compass.
Come. A boat cannot be far.
Huh. Earlier, Sindri made it sound like Durlin was some sort of rebellion leader. Doesn't sound like anyone's following him.
Was being the key word here, little brother.
Give me that loot. Give me all the loots. But not the instrument loots. Don't need those loots. Is this all this was? A little storage room for collectibles? For hack silver?
I saw a dock back there. Maybe there's a boat we can use to get to Durlin's.
That sounds like an excellent idea. Just a gateway. All we can do is travel between Svartalfheim and Sindri's place, right?
There's a building just past these rocks behind me. Maybe we should head that way.
No, I don't think so. Looks too obvious. I say we go the less obvious way.
Ah, those bloody mining rigs.
What about them?
The Skald is right to blame me for them. They were my idea. If you've got the time, they're in the bay just beyond this tunnel.
Well, shit. Should we help out some dwarves? Might be worthwhile. Might be the little 100%er completionist guy in me to go do it, even though.
I'd particularly appreciate us checking out the mining rigs in the lake to the right. You can see the smokestacks from here.
Oh shit. So we can.
But if you don't want to explore now, it looks like Durlin's place is through that open gate to the left.
Nah, we don't need where we're going. We don't need Durlin.
So, which way do we go? We could prepare more before rescuing Tyr. Up to you.
Drink from the dew of the world tree. Bring lasting benefits. Cool down permanently. Increased by 2. Whoa. Bay of Bounty. There's nothing in the bay to collect,
Here,
it would seem.
were you really the one who had those rigs built?
Odin wanted the dwarves under his control.
Sorry, cut you off. Well, these are all just
Oh, and well,
rigs.
I convinced him he could buy their allegiance instead of demanding it outright. A trade agreement of sorts.
Boom, smashy. Smash all the barrels, get all the hack silver, call it a good old day. And the beach
One of the
to
mining
land
rigs
at.
is here.
See the smoke above us? That's where we're headed. Let's see if we can't shut it down.
Oh shit, what's here? Some chests, some lore, and something undiscovered in a mining rig. I must say too, Blades of Chaos? Can't remember if I talked about this already yet. But I was just looking at them kind of at the end of last video.
The dwarves didn't like working for Asgard.
Like Blades of Chaos,
Didn't they just
pretty
quit?
rough
And
shape.
do what? Their newly built forges
Compared to what they
poisoned the
once
soil
were.
of Svartalfheim. Unable to grow their own food, they had to buy it from Asgard. If they stopped working, they'd be taking food out of their own mouths.
It's a pretty
That's clever.
clever.
awful.
That's one thing to say. It's one way to call it. Wonder if that guy's blue because he's kind of dead, or if he's like Brock and he's blue. Oh shit. Guess I was jumping. Oh, fuck.
Left side! Incoming!
Area of effect. Strong against a lot of small enemies. Is this the chest they were talking
Whoa.
about?
An Yggdrasil seed to Muspelheim.
Yggdrasil.
Think it might lead to that combat arena we visited years ago?
What makes you say that?
Wishful thinking, I guess. Going through Surtur's gauntlet. It was fun.
It was training.
You didn't have fun? Well, anyway. We should look for the other half of the seed. Once it's whole again, we can see where it leads.
Is that one of those Omer guys? I need the resources. Except they're over there. How do I get over there? That's where the lore is. What in the world? What in tarnation? And then I think I need probably to go use the Chaos Blades. If I was looking at that correctly, it seemed like a small red object that I could maybe interact with. Yeah. And Atreus just magically follows behind. Somehow.
Great. Now we can make it across.
But first, resources. Shattered rune, rawhide, slag deposit, forged iron, and some lore.
Anything illuminating?
Another warning. If you can read this, return to work. Oh. Cool. Okay. Guess I'll just go fuck myself then. That's great.
Watch your left!
I'll make things a little easier. They say as I spot this pail. Now I gotta go get it. I'm obligated. Oh, for fuck's sakes, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to collect this. More iron. Can never go wrong with more forging materials, you know? Probably come in handy when I start upgrading things. And maybe I should already be upgrading things, I don't know. Hooah! Can I turn this even more? Going to pierce so. Give her one more turn. Swing across to get me my treasure. My beloved, my preciouses, my whatever else you want to call them. How does this affect everyone working though if I just destroy this? No big deal, everyone's fine with it then? I mean, on the bright side, you don't have to go to work, but aren't you afraid Odin's gonna come in and be like, what the fuck happened? Oh, what the fuck is this? Shoot him, Atreus, shoot him.
They just keep coming! It's a bird trap! Spawning a little wretched like there's no tomorrow!
It will be so!
Left side!
worry about me.
Get him, Atreus. Someone's dead. Wow, get him! Yeah! What the fuck?
The rig's likely chock-a-block with materials that could help us. I'd grab whatever it spits up in the process.
Beast scraps. What good are beast scraps? Don't know. Monster. Excuse me. The Bergscrum monster. Mother. Bergscrum mother. Not monster. It's a mother. It should come as no surprise that we despise wretches, but what we despise even more than the little buggers is the thing that spawns them. If wretches are born the way they smell, one can only imagine how much worse a Bergscrum mother is in the olfactory sense. Worst of all, killing them has been known to set off an eruption of wretches rather than stave it off. Most unpleasant of creatures, the lot of them. I mean, fair enough. Although no additional wretches spawned after this one died, so that was a bonus for us. That's what we gotta do. Oof. That's cold.
If the dwarves agreed to the deal with Asgard, why do they blame you?
I talked them into their own exploitation.
They made their choice.
Work or die is not a choice. I only made it seem so. What you...
Work or die is pretty, it's pretty incriminating, you know, don't got a lot of options there. We can craft the Nidavellir's finest armor using Nidavellir ore from the mining rigs. Oh, is that what I picked up there?
There is pure Svartalfheim ore. It won't be of use in the
Svartalfheim.
rig anymore, but perhaps our Huldra brothers could craft something from it.
I mean, it is worth a shot. That is an explosion. You know, when your game's kind of old, you are set in an old time, and you don't got no exploding barrels, you just make exploding pots. It's just that easy. It's just
Father,
that simple.
What's the biggest thing you've ever fought?
I do not know.
A Titan,
You can't remember?
probably.
Why do you ask?
I don't know. So we can compare?
It is not a competition.
Maybe
Not yet.
Ares when he was a god, but you also got like enlarged, so maybe that doesn't count because you guys are pretty much the same size. But possibly a Titan? Maybe? I would say. Probably. It's the biggest thing Kratos taken down. Or fought anyways.
How did these rigs come to be?
I had them built to harvest ore for armaments. Essentially harnessing resources that would otherwise go to the dwarves.
You think shutting these things down will help the dwarves become independent?
I don't know, but I have to try something.
Was that a raven?
Is that a watchtower?
That looks like a raven. The ravens are moving now? I don't think there's any moving ravens in the first God of War. That's not cool.
Hey, it's another one of those geysers, but huge. Maybe we could check it out later.
We can see it fine from here.
Don't want to get too close now. Could be dangerous. What's on this island? Is this another rig island? Is this Sindri just hanging out?
Taking a break before visiting Durlin? Very wise. He can be a lot.
Why are you just conveniently out here in
At
the
your
middle of
service.
nowhere? Resurrection stones. Kratos can purchase resurrection stones from the special items tab. One use stones can revive Kratos from death as long as he's not alone. How expensive. Oh, now they're expensive. First one was free.
What can I make for you?
Nidavellir's finest, please. Cost 2 ore to make. Alright, well, I'm gonna maybe mess around here a little bit. But that's looking like it's going to do it for today. We'll take out the other rigs next time and even maybe meet Durlin. But, you know, nothing's set in concrete, so who knows what the plan is. Anyways, guys, that is going to do it for today. So I'd like to thank you so much for tuning in. But the video is now over. It's time to go out into the world. Let's do some great things. And, as we say up in Canada, peace. Oh.